Wait. Oh wait, I am underground. Okay, am I gonna have to wait until it starts before I can then respawn or something? Okay, there we go. I can't help but notice I don't have a spoiler. Hopefully that's not going to make a difference. Okay, not the best start. Starting underground. Yeah, you don't see other cars on purpose. There's too many of them. And in the qualifying game mode, you can remove them, so I'm choosing to do that. I assume that me not having a spoiler isn't going to matter, and all of the upgrades are just applied regardless of the visual modifications on 8th gear. I'm going to hope anyway. Nothing I can do about it now. I'd probably lose more time respawning to get a spoiler than I'd gain from having a spoiler for the rest of the race. Or the rest of qualifying. Judging by position, I think I'm fine. Yeah, probably. The Osiris is so good. I've always loved the Osiris. I was always an Osiris man over a T20. Those were the two big boys back in the day. Well, would you look at that? Holy moly! I was in the top 10 at one stage there. Considering I started the race underground and had to respawn. That's a pretty good qualifying session. This video is brought to you by the YouTube area of my website. Check out every single video series I've done categorized by game type alongside chronological playlists and extra info at brovie.com/YouTube. Alright, here we go. Qualify. I'm starting in 10th. So we've got once again another multi-class race on LSGP North Loop. In the snow this time. By some crazy miracle, I qualified 11th, and so that put me into the top GT1 class with the FMJ GTE. I am not expecting much out of this race. I'm certainly not on the pace of the top guys, but it's kind of fun to have qualified in the top class. I'm in the fastest class for the race. So we've got GT2s. Are going to be obviously all the classes are starting at separate times, so there's a stagger between the classes, and the general order is that the slower classes have those who qualified further back in the listing as well. So the slower drivers will be in the slower cars. So hopefully that might make it a better race for them as well, if they're like a bit closer to each other in somewhat easier to drive cars maybe. Since we qualified in the Osiris. I can't get through, nowhere to go. But yeah, GT1 is the FMJ GTE, that's what we're racing with right now. GT2 is the regular FMJ. GT3 is the Fauza. GT4 is the Rapid GT Classic. GT5 is... God, can anyone remember? What was GT5? I know GT8 is the Stratum. GT7... what? Oh, I can't remember what GT5, 6 and 7 were. We'll pass them. We will pass them during the race. It's an hour-long race, so we've got a long one. Plenty of time. Got to do 2 pit stops during this race, as we can see on the top. The last GT has just started their race, okay. Yeah, big field spread immediately, as we always get. I definitely qualified better than my pace should suggest, I feel. I had a really good qualifying session. It was better than expected. Especially considering I started under the ground. And I had to respawn at the start. I'm amazed I qualified for a GT1 spot. But it's a long race. We're going to have to settle in. Keep it nice and clean. Back on LSGP North Loop. Probably my favourite track of all time at this point. I mean, it has to be. It's such an incredible creation. And such a realisation of a dream. FMJ GTE is really nice as well, with the Ron livery. And we're in the snow this time, unlike last time when we did one of these, which is just beautiful. I absolutely love the snow in this game. Racing around in snow conditions, especially around North Loop in general, but the added benefit of having LSGP tacked onto it also, it's beautiful. Oh, that did not want to turn then. Oh, I wonder if it's got... Does this car have a higher off-road traction? I felt like it didn't grip up there when I went slightly off-road. Damn, this is quite a close first lap. I'm surprised I'm able to stick with people, to be honest. I guess I get a little bit of creator advantage because I've driven this track so many times over the years. Oh god. Cognoscenti Cabrio, that was one of the GTs. I don't exactly know which one, but it's one of them. We've met a class already at the crossover. We got to be careful. We got to be careful because they're going to be wanting to go right up here, and we're going straight on. GT6 for the Cognoscenti Cabrios. Must be the Jubilee for GT5. So it's just GT7 I'm missing now, in terms of what I can remember. This FMJ GTE really goes. GT7 is the Tampa. Okay. Yeah, we have a car from every class represented as well. Well, not every class, but like every GT is a different class of car, at least. Thank you guys in the chat for helping me out. Reminding me what these cars are. 153 people we had in this race. Well, we have in this race. Split across the 8 classes. Managed to keep it clean at the shared section there, which is good, but got a long way to go and it's only going to get more dicey. I don't think it makes much sense to make a pit stop yet. We're running pretty nicely at the moment. And that's a full lap. Now we're back on LSGP. As you see some Foutsers go past on the other part of the track through the catch fence. So cool. So yeah, as you can see in the good exit there. Carry the speed. Nice. As you can see in the top left, there are 22 people in the GT1 class, so 22 people driving the FMJ GTE. We've got about 20 people in every single class, but 153 overall. Yeah, so I got a better exit. Oh no. Out of the chicane, so I thought I'd have to go for it, but then that's how quick it can change. I was a little worried that I wouldn't have someone to race with qualifying in GT1. I know I qualified like 11th or whatever, but I was just kind of worried that my qualifying performance had just been a stonking performance and I wasn't going to be able to do much in the race, but seems like we've got people to race with. I thought I was just going to go backwards. I always think less of myself, I guess. Might not be on the pace of the top people in this class, but I've got some pace at least. And 42 miles an hour in the FMJ GTE. Oh, he's gone for a slide, going for the overtake up the inside. We got the shared section again. Oh, he's got a better exit. Is he going to go for it up the inside there? He's still there. Got passing a stratum and a tamper. Oh, we're going to have to... It's going to be dicey again because we're going to be going over to the right whilst they're going to be going straight on. I'm going to stick to the right, I think. On the one hand to defend my position, but also just to make sure I don't get rammed up the back by a tamper or a stratum. All right. Well, so far this has been an awesome race. Look, it's my Ron Racing teammate from iRacing. Bright. Yeah, it doesn't like cutting that corner too much, no doubt about it. got such imposter syndrome right now. Like, me being in GT1 on its own is imposter syndrome, but then also to be moving forward from my qualifying position and battling over top 5. I'm just waiting for it all to go to hell, honestly. Bloody hell. Okay, I've got the same problem where I lose a bit on the back straight, it seems, but that's alright. I can deal. It's not too bad. That's 15 minutes, 2 laps. Got to be careful with the pit stop strategy. Make sure we can actually get our pit stops in before the end of the race. At least I don't need to worry about when the race is going to end in general and where the leader of the race is, because I'm in the top class, so it's just going to end when we cross the line first. Nobody in the top few making their stops just yet. I think it's the right play, to be honest. This FMJ GTE is an absolute joy to drive. And having it in the Ron livery as well is just really nice. I'm having a good time. Okay, this is a bit scary. Oh my god, this is some friggin' incredible racing, this. There's our first lapping. Oh god. Where's he got? How has he flown? It's almost like there's some FPS syncing issues going on there. He was super slow and then he flew. Right, we're lapping more cars, seeing more cars at the shared section. Oh, a lot of people experiencing a game crash, supposedly, in the chat. But, yeah, to be fair, I think the last time we did this, there was a lot of people who didn't make it to the end. These races are quite difficult on everything. And the snow, yeah, it doesn't help. I wonder if that's possibly why I'm doing better than I would expect. Maybe not everybody's able to run a stable 60 FPS, and I am. For once, I'm getting an FPS port benefit. This has been so enjoyable. Already. That's some great racing already. And we're only a third of the way through. This is how multi-class racing is as well. Sometimes you'll gain due to the traffic, sometimes you'll lose out. You just gotta lose the least amount of time possible when you are gonna lose out and try to make the most of it when you gain. Ultimately, it's all about losing the least amount of time when you're overtaking people in a multi-class race. You're always gonna lose time. You just have to minimize the time loss. Wasn't a very good exit. Not happy with that. Oh, not a good place to be. Oh, that was close. I lost time though. I'm vulnerable. There's a Fauza. Oh, is this Fauza going to be going right? Possibly. Yep. That's a GT3. Losing on the back straight again. We're not as badly as normal, I think. And I think any brake boosting and stuff is nowhere near as effective in the snow, if at all possible anyway. Oh, that was close. That was all close. Oh, this is all getting very dicey right now. No, there it goes. Oh, damn it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, a lot of people were crashing during that, and this time I ended up being one of those. That's a shame. That was such a good a good race though, up to there. Like, so many incredible racing moments. I don't think it's possible to rejoin the race. Best race I've ever had. Such good clean racing. Did you guys crash as well? RBS and Paddy. So we all crashed at the same time? Yeah? Oh, okay. So the three of us were all together racing for so long, and then we all crashed together. Well, I mean, we stayed together until the end, I suppose. That was really fun, though. What a great race. We had such a good race. Like, I know we only got, just over a third of it, but that's one of the best races I think I've had in terms of, we were so close. I was outperforming where I felt I should. I got to top 5. Like, I was top 5 where we were battling 3-way for the top 5 in GT1 out of 150 people. Granted, many crashing and stuff, but like, that was just, the whole thing was just so much fun. And props to RBS and Paddy as well, specifically, because we had some great side-by-side racing action between all of us there. And then we crashed together as well. It was expected. It was perfect. It was as it should have been. Shame we couldn't do the whole thing, but yeah, that was fun in the Ron FMJ GTE.